By the power of divine light within us, come Holy Spirit, Spirit of light, Spirit of truth, for the highest good of all throughout time. Fill our hearts with divine love as we humbly ask permission to open the divine portal to the highest realm of the Akashic Records for those present. Akashic beings of light, guide us to the deepest truth of our being, releasing any blocks and restrictions to our abundance and highest good. Lords of the Akashic Records, assist us to fully embody our soul's light, to fulfill our soul's purposes, and to heal any accumulated karma. Surround us with the enlightenment and wisdom of our masters, teachers, and loved ones. Clearly direct our perspective and actions to those that manifest our divine plan. Akashic beings of light, guide us to the deepest truth of our being, releasing any blocks and restrictions to our abundance and highest good. Lords of the Akashic Records, assist us to fully embody our soul's light, to fulfill our soul's purposes, and to heal any accumulated karma. Surround us with the enlightenment and wisdom of our masters, teachers, and loved ones. Clearly direct our perspective and actions to those that manifest our divine plan. Akashic beings of light, guide us to the deepest truth of our being, releasing any blocks and resistance to our abundance and highest good. Lords of the Akashic Records, assist us to fully embody our soul's light, to fulfill our soul's purposes, and to heal any accumulated karma. Surround us with the enlightenment and wisdom of our masters, teachers, and loved ones. Clearly direct our perspective and actions to those that manifest our divine plan. Free of all resistance, judgment, and fear. Free of all resistance, judgment, and fear. Free of all resistance, judgment, and fear. We are now filled with divine love. And the records are now open. Please do say hello when you get here. My name is Reverend Annie Batchelder. And that was the opening prayer of the Akashic Records. And so as we stand here, filled with divine light, divine love, and the light of our soul, we humbly open ourselves to the divine's instructions for this day. And by that, we ask for surrender and acceptance to divine timing. We ask for strength and clarity in accomplishing the tasks before us. And we ask for guidance, divine guidance, so that our footsteps, our actions, our words represent the divine within, the love and the light that we are provided with in abundance each and every day. We ask the divine to speak and move through us, to guide everything we do, to deepening our breath, to directing what we eat that is most nutritious and energy producing for our bodies. We ask that the divine guide us in being respectful and kind to one another. And we ask to be magnetically attractive to those that we can most help. Those who are ready and interested and fueled by the messages that we as individuals have to share. And we easily and effortlessly let go of those who are not interested or aligned with our messages. We're not looking for converts. We are walking shoulder to shoulder on the path to grow closer to the divine. To be engaged with the divine in every way. We ask that the divine use all of our senses of touch, smell, hearing, vision, feeling, and that sense of knowing for us to be in alignment with her divine plans for this day. We ask to see through the eyes of the divine, to see the beauty that she provides, and the uniqueness in the design of every human being, every life force filled animal, vegetable, mineral, insect on this planet. We have to see through the divine's eyes that we might better understand the divine plan, at least for this day. We ask to hear the divine's voice deep within us, the still, small voice that speaks clearly, simply, in inside of us. That still small voice that every cell in our body knows. That still small voice that comes through as clear, sound and strong, but generates no resistance. We ask to hear the instructions, the directions, the nudges, the words that the divine places on our tongue. And we also ask to hear the love that the divine is showing each one of us every day, all night. We ask to know the love with which the divine created each of us. And we wish to know the unity of all life. More and more we wish to be directed by the divine to knowing the unity, the oneness of all life on this planet. We ask to smell those smells the divine created. Whether it is herbs and plants or flowers, even something icky like sewage ponds. Let us smell and smell distinctly and smell clearly. Let us be alert to all the senses that we have been given. Let us be alert to the smell of rich, fertile soil, the smell of rain in the summertime. The smell carried on the winds. We ask to be aware of the divine sense of touch. To be aware that our ability to touch others physically is a communication given to us by the divine. And we feel the divine's abilities coming down through our arms and into our hands. We place our senses in service of the divine, knowing that the divine is directing us at every moment of choice. That the divine is speaking through the urges that we feel. May our knowingness based in divine love, the love in our hearts and in our spiritual hearts that connects us so deeply with the divine. But we as humans are carrying out the divine plan. And our soul's plan, using these senses to be directed by and aligned with the divine plan. And we align our will with that of the divine, surrendering to the wisdom of the divine and joining that wisdom with our own individual self-wills, as if divine will was a strong, strong rope. And we engage our self-will with that rope. We wrap our self-will around this rope, blending it in with the divine will. So that we are functioning that way as receivers of divine will. And agents of the divine. Feel the clarity, the presence, of the divine. The surround of the divine, surrounding us as individuals and as a group. Knowing that we, along with all other humans and all other life forms, are wrapped in the arms of the divine, loved equally, heartily, and drawn into the divine. As one by one, we are drawn into the heart of the divine. Surrendered to the divine. Joining as one with the divine. We take our places within her magnificent, enormous heart. And we know that the divine knows who we are as the unique individuals that we are, for she created us to be that way. But we also know that we are one amongst many. The same, with the same senses, the same mind, the same experiences, perhaps different settings, perhaps geographic locations. Different locations, but we are all one in the heart of the divine. And there is no separation between us, our souls, and the divine. There is no separation between us and another human being, between ourselves and groups of others. The efforts of the individual are the same. The desire for life, love, recognition, survival, acknowledgement, purpose, capability. Everyone has all of these. We are all the same. And yet, the perspective installed within us is unique and divinely placed. And so we ask that our soul purposes be at the forefront of our attention, but also know that the divine is fueling our soul purposes. And we open to her direction, her gentle nudges, her suggestions, and the inspirations that come. And we are thankful, we are grateful, we are happy to be in this state together in the heart of the divine, sharing as one with one another. All right, begin to condense this expansive energy Records with this prayer. We thank the Holy Spirit for love, protection, and healing received this day. We thank the Akashic beings of light for their guidance, and we thank the lords, masters, teachers, and loved ones for their wisdom and direction. The divine portal and the Akashic Records are now closed. Amen. 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 Thank you very much for being here today, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. I'm available to do Akashic Records readings. If you go to my website, anniechannels.com. And if you'd like more of this at 9 o'clock on my private group page, known as Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, you can have another channeling with the Akashic beings of light, possibly get a question answered at the end. I love participation. I love knowing that you're here. It helps me a lot.